Good afternoon.
Hello, Evelyn. Sorry, I was finishing with some things. I was transmitting this live, but I'm here now with you. How are you, Evelyn? Are you okay?
Okay,
Great.
I'm
That's
fine.
good. That's good, Evelyn. So we have to start with this practice, but before this, Evelyn, do you have your username and your password for Pearson? Were you able to join this platform? Let me know,
Uh,
please.
yes, I have the username and password, but mm, I don't know uh, how to enter
Good.
after the username and the password.
All right, so you can be here, right? Are you in this part of the product? Do you see this product, Evelyn? Let's do this together, please. All right, you
Uh,
should see when you enter your username and your password, you log in, and the first thing that you have to see, right? It says welcome, and here you have the name of the username, right? Student 21, student 22, or something like that. And here you have products, and you should have this purple product, Evelyn. Let me know if you see that product, please.
okay, in this moment, I'm here in the site web in my English lab.
Perfect. Okay, so let me go there with you. So you should be here, my English lab. Let me show you. Now you see this, right? My English lab. Do you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Good. So you see the same elements here, right? Evelyn, you see assignments, course, gradebook, messages, and here settings or configuraciones, correct?
Yes.
Good. So go to settings, please, Evelyn. Okay, you have to go there. Settings. And
Okay.
once you are there, okay, once you are there, you have to look for this option, please, Evelyn. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's down below. All right, a veces está ahí arribita, a veces está abajo. It says join a course, unirse a un curso, or
Uh,
something, o una expresión similar.
introduce ID course.
Good, great, great. So you're there, that's perfect. Now I'm going to send the ID. Give me 1 second, please. All right, that's going to be here. So you're ready. This is the ID. I'm going to send the ID. It's going to be in the chat. All right. This is the ID. It's in the chat.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, it's TPAK-YWWE. All right, but you can copy and paste. It is in the chat. Let me know when you join, please.
Es importante seguir teniendo.
Do you have a question about your grades, your scores? Is it asking you if you want to transfer your scores with you, your grades?
Um,
You can read it if you want. It doesn't matter if
dice,
it's in Spanish.
importante puede seguir accediendo a sus actividades completadas anteriores, sin embargo, si se une a un curso por primera vez y quiere acceder a calificaciones anteriores, asegúrese de transferirlas. Dice.
Yeah, no, you have to select no, don't bring, okay? The negative
Okay.
answer.
Me dijo
All
que
right, now you should see that it's in progress, right? Te dice que está en
yes.
progreso. Good, okay, you're done then. You can put okay, you can close that one and refresh the web page, please, Emily. Okay, it means that you...
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to show you how you can identify that one. Give me 1 second, please. I'm going to verify. So, are you student 30? You must be a student 30, right?
No se me apareció. Está cargando.
Okay, but your username, tu nombre de usuario es estudiante 30, ¿verdad? Student 30.
Sí.
Okay, good. It means you're here, okay? You're here already. Ya estás en el curso. Now, what you have to do, lo que tienes que hacer, is go to assignments. Directamente te vas a asignaciones. All right, assignments over here. Everything is on assignments, Evelyn. ¿Ya? Todo lo que tienes que completar. So if I assign homework, ¿ya? Si asigno tarea, everything is there. Todo está ahí. If I assign the quizzes, si asigno los repasos, ¿no? Los exámenes parciales, they are there. All right, también están acá. The final exam, it's also here. ¿Ya? Entonces todo, absolutamente todo está en esta sección. All right, so you can see like things like this. Puedes ver justamente algo como esto. I'm going to show you. A8. This, okay, this is what you see. Eso es lo que tendrías que ver. It says A8, dice el nombre del curso, August 8, la fecha de inicio del curso, and my name, no de mi nombre. And down below, y abajo, there are all the assignments that you have to complete. Están todas las asignaciones que hay que completar. Everything is for Friday, all right? Todo es hasta el día viernes, because that's the first unit, es la primera unidad. You have until Friday, 11:59 p.m. Ok, se tiene hasta el viernes a las 11:59 para terminar todo. And on Friday, after the class, ok, y el viernes después de la clase, the first quiz is going to be available. El primer examen va a estar disponible para ti. And you can take it that Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Puedes tomarlo cualquiera de los 3 días del fin de semana. Viernes, sábado o domingo. All right? But once you open the quiz, pero una vez tú abres el quiz, el repaso, que es como una de estas asignaciones de acá, tienes que terminarlo. All right? Because you have a timer, porque tienes un cronómetro. That is 50 minutes, que es 50 minutos. Y no se va a detener y no lo puedes cerrar y volver a abrir. All right? So once you open the quiz, una vez se abre el quiz el fin de semana, you have to complete it. Se lo tiene que completar. All right? I don't know if you have any questions about that, Evelyn. Let me know, please.
Yes, in my site web is a little different, but
Yeah, because this, do you see these assignments? ¿Se puede ver esas asignaciones?
módulo de uno. Yes, yes, yes.
Right, good, that's good. So everything that is there you have to complete. And when you finish completing that, all right, when you finish your assignments, cuando termines, everything is graded automatically. Todo se gradúa automáticamente. So you have to go here, vas acá, gradebook or libro de calificaciones, all right, and there, y ahí tú ya puedes ver tus notas. Okay, you click there, haces un clic ahí, and over here, all right, and here, y ahí vas a ver tus notas. You're going to see the name of your product, the name, your username, vas a ver tu nombre de usuario, like this, ¿no? De esta manera. And here your assignments. All right. And here, y lo último, y acá puedes ver las asignaciones a detalle, unidad por unidad. This is first unit, es la primera unidad, B1. La segunda unidad, B2. The third unit, B3. And the fourth unit, B4. All right, so there you see all your scores and all your grades, Evelyn. I don't know if you have any questions about that. Let me know, please.
In the part, the assignment.
Yes.
This part, there are exams and tasks.
Yes, all your homework, toda la tarea, all the exams, todos los exámenes, everything is there, todo está ahí, all right? In course, here, aquí en curso, you have access to all the elements, tienes acceso a todos los elementos que se va a ir viendo poco a poco, pero si completas acá, esto solamente es una práctica para ti, ¿ya? No va a contar como que completas las asignaciones. All right, so you have to complete everything here, así que es mejor que completes todo en assignments. Y cuando termines, all right, when you finish, puedes ir a course y ahí puedes practicar un poquito más. Y eso solamente se va a nota de práctica, pero esa nota no es evaluada. Okay, that's only for you. Eso es solamente para ti. All right. So what else? Do you have any other questions, Evelyn? Let me know, please.
No, it's clear. Thank you very much, teacher.
That's great. That's great to know, Evelyn. So now that that's clear, ahora que eso está claro, and also be careful, the last thing, all right? Lo ultimito. You have to be careful with something. Tienes que tener cuidado con algo. Como acá están todas las asignaciones y los exámenes, hay me dicen, no sé dónde está el examen y ya ya lo han tomado y no se han dado cuenta que era el examen, porque la estructura es idéntica, pero ten cuidado con esto, yo te voy a mostrar. Este es el examen, ¿ok? This is the test, for example. This is the first quiz. Es el primero. La única diferencia, y tú tienes que prestar atención bien a eso, es this. Es el loguito que tienes en la hojita, que es un check. Ya, en los otros no es el loguito, es otro tipo de imagen. Okay, that's the exam, ese es el examen. And also, y también, it says here, ¿no? Dice acá, review quizzes, B1 review quiz integrated skills. Okay, so this is the exam. Ese es el primer quiz. Be careful because sometimes you see everything together. All right, a veces se ve todo junto, and it's important to know the difference. But available starting on Friday. Okay, you can take it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this weekend. That's it. I don't know if you have questions about that, Evelyn. Let me know.
No, it's clear. Thank you, teacher.
Great, great. That's good to know. So we'd have only like 2 or 3 minutes, but we're going to take advantage of that time, Evelyn. This is what we do, right? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you have conversations with me. Now, the conversation was supposed to be about this. And this is what we're going to do, please, Evelyn. This is a BBC article. Okay, this is a real article from the BBC, from the psychology section. And this is the headline of the article. So please, you're going to read the headline for me, Evelyn.
Okay. Why mood shame is bad for you?
All right, very good. Now, to understand the headline, we have to read the article. All right, in the article, they are going to tell us the meaning of mood shame. All right, but they are saying that mood shame is bad for us. We have to learn why. All right, let's go down below. Here you have an angry cat. All right, this is a very angry cat. And here you have the introduction. So let's read this introduction, please, Evelyn.
Okay. It's sometimes tempting to beat yourself up for not feeling sunnier, but there's good reason to embrace those grumps.
Good. Now let's analyze some words. It's important to understand the vocabulary here, Evelyn. First, grumps. What are grumps, Evelyn? What do you say? How can you explain grumps?
Sincerely, I don't know.
Good, it's great. It's great. You have to tell me that one. Look, for example, this cat is grumpy. Okay, he is grumpy. I don't know if you saw. Yeah, tell me.
Sorry, like angry?
Correct. And grumps is this sound, Evelyn. All right, those are grumps. So it means grumps is the sound that you can make when you are angry, right? You are like, or you can get angry very easily, right? If you saw sometimes some cartoons, right? You have the 7 doors, all right? The 7 doors, los 7 enanitos, right? And one of them is grumpy, right? And the grumpy is always angry, right? He's always with grumps. All right, good. So what is to embrace then this, Evelyn? What do they mean when they say that you have to embrace those grumps?
Embrace. Can be a similar shame or no?
One more time, please. Similar to what word?
Similar shame.
That one, actually, I'm not sure about that one, but what I can tell you here, embrace has a more similar meaning to accept something, to make it part of yourself. All right. For example, When you embrace your physical appearance, it means that you accept how and who you are. All right. When you embrace your personality, it means that you accept your personality. Okay. That you include
Okay.
your personality and you accept it because that's the way you are. Okay. So to embrace those grams, it means that you have to accept those grams and you have to accept that you are angry and it's not bad to be angry because you don't have to smile every time. All
Okay.
right. And that's also the first part. To finish this one, Evelyn, very shortly. What do you think they mean when they say it's sometimes tempting to beat yourself up for not feeling sunnier? This is the opposite of these grams. What do you say?
Mm, sometimes, maybe say that sometimes is good feel feel too bad, feel bad. I don't know. And sometimes
Yeah, it is correct. Uh-huh. What do you think is to feel sunnier? What is to feel sunny? How can you explain that, or what synonyms can you find for that, Evelyn? When do you feel sunny?
senior is uh, seem like sunny, um, happy, little happy.
Exactly. To feel happy, right? To feel sunny is to feel happy. So, in other words, it's okay if you don't feel happy all the time, right? You have to accept those grumps. You have to accept that you are angry, right? It means, in other words, this article, we're going to continue on Thursday, Evelyn, all right, because the 15 minutes are done. But we're going to continue reading and we are going to understand, according to this article, why it is okay to feel angry, what is okay to feel other emotions, and not always feeling happy and smiling. All right, because it's good to accept the emotions that you have. All right, that's what we're going to read about. I don't know if you have any questions about these words before finishing today, Evelyn. Let me know, please.
No, it's good. It's clear, teacher.
Great, that's great. And again, we're going to continue on Thursday, all right? Today,
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to fill out this survey, please, Evelyn. You can see it over there. Answer those questions for this practice, and that's it for now. All right, thanks for being here. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.
Okay. Ready. Thank you, teacher.
Great. Thank you. See you tomorrow, Evelyn. Bye
See you
bye.
tomorrow.
All right, now I'm with you, Astrid. How are you, Astrid? Is everything okay?
Good afternoon, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Great, that's good to know. So, Evelyn, here you have two options. With you, I've worked with some of these elements. So, which one do you want to work on today, Astrid? This is an article, Why Mood Shame is Bad for You. I'm not sure if we read this for you. And the other one is about muscles, okay? What makes muscles grow? Which one would you like to read or to work on? And I want to know if you perhaps worked this with me before. Let me know, please.
And the first, teacher?
The first one. All right.
Yes.
This one. This is new for you, right? We didn't read this with you. Is that correct? Yes, Astrid, is this
Yes,
correct?
teacher.
Okay, good. So let's read, please, the headline for this article. This is an article from the BBC, and it's part of the psychology section, okay? The future, actually, in psychology. Let's read the headline, please.
Why mood shame is bad for you?
All right. So, what can you tell me about that headline, Astrid? What do you understand when you read the headline? And what can you tell me about the article just by reading it?
Um, My mood bad for you. I think that we have said everything that we feel in every moment. Maybe we could feel better, and sometimes we could be sad or tired.
Great. The article is about that. That's great. That's correct. But when they say mood shame and they say that this is bad for you, what is bad for you? In other words, how can you say that in other words? Because what you said is correct. We have to accept, right, other emotions, right, as we were saying with Evelyn. But over here, what is bad for you? What is mood shame? How can you explain mood shame?
Como un estado de ánimo mood shame, de ánimo,
Yeah, go ahead, Astrid.
un estado de ánimo en las peores circunstancias.
Okay, we're close, but more than the emotion itself is what you feel when you feel those emotions. All right. For example, let's analyze mood. You know that mood is referred to emotions, right? Sometimes when you're in a good mood, you're happy. When you're in a bad mood, you are sad or you're angry, right? Do you agree with me on that? Yes. All right. What about this one, then, Astrid? What is shame? How can you explain only shame, only the word shame?
Vergüenza.
Good. And how do you explain that? Let's try to explain the same using only English. How can you explain shame only using English? What do you say?
When someone will feel uncomfortable.
Great. Exactly. And in what type of moments do you feel shame? Do you feel that uncomfortness?
For example, when I have to when I have to speak about an IT a topic, maybe, for example, at university, and I haven't studied very well, so I think that maybe it will be shame for me for my presentation.
All right, good. That's interesting. Correct. When you make a mistake, right, you feel this sensation. You feel this shame, right? For example, let's say you're practicing English and you say instead of future, you say futur, right? Let's say, and you know it's a mistake and you feel shame, all right, because you realize that it was a mistake. So if that is shame, mood shame is going to be when you feel embarrassed, when you feel bad because you have some emotions that people consider are not good for you. All right. So when you of some emotions that you have, that is bad for you. Okay. When you don't accept your emotions, that is bad for you. Right. When you feel bad because you are angry, because you are sad and you want to be happy all the time, that's bad for you. Right. So that's going to be mood shame. All right. I want to know if you have questions about the headline before going to the next part. Astrid, let me know, please.
No, teacher.
All right. Now here, we're going to try to do something new as well, Astrid. We're going to learn new words and we're going to try to use them now in some examples. For example, here, we're going to have some new words. But let's read this first, please, Astrid. Let's read this one over here.
It's sometimes tempting to beat yourself up for not feeling senior, but there's good reason to embrace those grams.
Good. Now, let's analyze this. I'm going to ask some questions and let's first understand some words. What is the meaning of grams? Also, you can try to explain with other words using English.
Grumps. I haven't heard that word.
All right, don't worry. And then it's a new word, and that's good. Okay, that's great. We have good words and new words. Perfect. For example, this cat is grumpy. All right, this cat is grumpy. If you saw the cartoon, the Disney cartoon Snow White, one of the 7 dwarfs is called Grumpy. Okay, and Grumpy is always angry. All right, if the cat is grumpy and the dwarf is grumpy, what do you think is Grumps? What could it be related to? Let's try to you can guess, you can give me ideas. What do you say? If the cat is grumpy, what are Grumps?
Grumps maybe it's a situation when you feel very angry and you don't have or you are impatient.
Okay. All right, good. I think we're getting there. Great. That's related to this indeed. And what I'm going to make is a sound. These are Grumps, okay? All right, those are Grumps. So you make that sound when you are angry. All right, so you have to accept, you have to embrace. Okay, I already told you the meaning of that one, right? To accept something is to embrace something, to make it part of what you are, right? So if you're angry, Astrid, you should accept that you are angry, right? And you shouldn't try to smile, and you shouldn't try to it's okay. This is what it is. This is telling you. But let's use these 2 words, please. Grumps is a noun, Astrid, and as you can see here, of course, it's like in plural. How can you use grumps in one example? Okay, grumps like that sound.
It's a noun, teacher, right?
Correct. It is a noun.
The grounds don't live many years.
Right? Okay, it's not that bad, but remember, grumps in this case is not going to be a person. It's only the sound. Call a person, it's going to be in the chat. Okay, it's like that. Grumpy. Okay, so grumpy is a person that is always angry, but grumps is only the sound. Okay, like only that sound. All right, the person is grumpy. So one more time, what example can you give me with grumps? Only talking about the sound.
About the sound, it isn't a bird, teacher. It's only grams. Um, um, you
All right, those ones also, just in case, Astrid, the dogs, okay, dogs are like when they want to bite you, okay, and those are also grumps. Okay, when the dogs want to scare you, right, dogs show you their teeth, right, like because they want to bite you. Those are also grumps. Okay, also cats, right, cats are like all right, like grumps. When someone is about to do something, all right, to agree, to again, sometimes animals are going to bite, or when a person is going to like explode and tell you many things because the person is angry. Okay, but this again, that all right, those are grams. What do you say? How can you use that sound in one example? I mean the word grams.
Uh, he he was he was telling many things uh, with grams. I don't know.
All right, you can only use a verb before that while making some grams, you can say. All right, so you can say, right, he was saying things, but he was doing or making grams. So he was like, and again, if you want to use Spanish for that one, like gruñendo. All right. Also, you can talk about animals, right? So the dog, okay, I could hear the dog's grumps. The dog was very angry, all right? Or my cat, right? My cat, I heard my cat grumps because she was not happy, all right? Because I was trying to pet her. All right, so grumps is again that sound that animals make, but also humans can make. All right, like that sound. All right, I don't know if you have questions about that word, Astrid. Let me know, please.
Grams I can use with like a noun or like
You use that as a verb, then it's going to be like grump. He was grumping, for example. Okay, grumping, or even more common, a Astrid, like in the chat, that's going to be like an adjective. Okay, grumpy. But grumpy is also going to be like a noun. Okay, if you are grumpy, it means that you get angry easily. All right, so you have grump, grumps, and grumpy. All right, good. That's one. That's one. We're going to use some extra time, but let's work with also this word, please, Astrid. Embrace is accept something in yourself. All right, is accept something that is going to be a part of you, Astrid. Okay, you can accept the cramps. It means you can accept that you are angry. You can accept your physical appearance. You can accept your personality. You can accept your behavior. All right, usually to embrace something is to make something part of what you are and who you are. All right, and that's a verb. How can you use embrace in one example?
she has to accept. No, she has to embrace to study more.
Right? In that one, I think we have to change something because remember, to embrace is to accept something, right? To accept, but something that is going to be a part of you. Right? Not accept one idea, like for example, right? She has to accept that she has to study more. That's good. But embrace, you need an object. All right? You need an object that you're going to embrace. For example, here, right? Again, you embrace the grumps. You embrace your physical appearance. You embrace your personality. All right? You embrace the behavior that you have. You embrace, or I think you can use that one, but it's better if you say the idea after embrace. All right? So you can say she has to accept the idea that she needs to study more. All right. In that case, you are telling me that what she's going to accept is one idea, and that idea is going to be part of herself so that she's going to change. All right. So let's repeat with that, please, with that extra element, Astrid, please, with the idea.
they have to embrace their personality.
Okay. Okay, good. That's correct. They have to embrace their personality. And also, one more time, your previous example, please, Astrid. To make it correct, the previous example, you can say she has to embrace the idea that she needs to study more. All right, let's repeat that idea, please.
She has to embrace the idea that she has to study more.
Okay, good, exactly. Right. Then I have to embrace who I am, right? I have to embrace the way I look. I have to embrace anything that you can make a part of yourself. All right. The last one, if you have questions about embrace, let me know, please, Astrid. I only want to work one more word that is going to be tempting. First, I want to know if you know the meaning of tempting, Astrid. What do you say?
It's like in Spanish, maybe tentación.
And more than that one here, it's like a gerund, or no, here is working like an action. So is an action in the form of adjective. Okay, tempting here is an adjective because it's like tentador. All right, so it's sometimes tempting to beat yourself up. It means to fight with yourself. Okay, to fight with yourself when you are not happy. Okay, for not feeling sunnier. All right, so let's use this one, please. Tempting. Remember, it's an adjective. It's tempting. Okay, it's tempting to go to the party, for example. All right, it means you really want to do it, but perhaps it's not okay, and you don't know if you're going to do it or not because even you want to do it, you have the desire to do that. You know that it's not correct for something else. All right, so what do you say? What example can you give me with the adjective tempting?
It's tempting to see those dishes.
All right, one more time, please, to see what is after that.
Those dishes.
All right, and what do you mean by see? To see those dishes. You only say that it's tempting to see, because if you say to see, it means that it's tempting to do the action of seeing. All right, so what is tempting? Lo que es tentador es ver, pero no los platos. All right, so instead of that one, instead of to see, it's better if you say the action that is tempting. Okay, to eat is going to be better. All right, you have to mention the action that tempts you. All right, it's tempting to eat those dishes. It's tempting to dance. It's tempting to go to the party. All right, so one more time, please. You have to tell me that adjective plus a verb, and the verb has to be the action that is going to be tempting, not the perception of that thing.
Okay, teacher. It's tempting to eat those dishes.
Good. And to finish in general this, knowing those meanings, Astrid, how can you explain this? No, not explain. How can you restate this in your own words? What are they saying in this short paragraph?
Maybe it's good to feel bad sometimes to in the future maybe to embrace our personalities or our values.
Okay, good. I think that's good. I'm only going to ask you one more time the last word that you said. Can you repeat that word, please?
And values.
Okay, all right. So here you have, it's sometimes tempting, right? It means that you want to fight yourself or with yourself when you are not happy, right? So you believe that it's bad when you are not happy. But actually, there is a very good reason. It means there is a reason why you should accept, right? When you are angry, when you are feeling bad, and other emotions beside feeling happy, right? So that's the introduction. I want to know if you have questions before finishing. Today we used a lot of time, Astrid, all right, sorry for that. But I wanted to clarify those words so that in the next conversation on Tuesday or Thursday, sorry, we are only going to read these paragraphs to complement this information. So what do you say? Do you have any questions or any comments? Let me know, please.
To share about the to beat yourself up, it's a just beat up is maybe a phrasal verb or
It is correct. Correct. To beat at someone, it's to hit someone. Es pegarle a alguien, all right? Is like golpearle a alguien. But here is like pelear con algo. And here, when you beat yourself up, it means peleas contigo mismo. Or even you punish yourself. Te quieres castigar por no sentirte feliz. All right? That's what you're telling, what they are telling you. Es tentador, ¿no? Castigarte, golpearte a ti mismo en un sentido metafórico, right? Cuando no te sientes feliz, when you're not feeling sad, right? But there's good reason, pero hay una buena razón to embrace those cramps, ¿no? Para aceptar esos gruñidos. It means the other emotions that you have, all right? So beat up is a phrasal verb, and usually it's a physical action. But here, more than physical, is like a metaphor, all right? When you want to hit yourself when you are not good.
okay, teacher.
All right,
Thank you.
good. Great, there you go. So as always, please, Astrid, I'm going to ask you to fill out the survey. It's down below. Answer those questions, please, and let me know when you do it. Great. Thank you very much. Have a good night and see you tomorrow in class.
Okay.
Bye-bye. See you, Astrid.
See you, teacher. See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye-bye.